Time started. Here we go. Good morning, guys, girls. Rob here with Arnold Hunter. And Arnold has a stack of stuff he wants to show everybody this morning. We're going to wait for a few people to get in here. Weather-wise, what are we looking like in Connecticut today?
It's a nice day today. So it's about maybe 75, maybe. It's not real hot, and we got a breeze.
Yeah. Has it been a mean summer for you guys?
It's been a hot summer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just recently moving.
So, okay. Now, when you say you're moving, are you moving 10 miles from your old house, 50 miles, or 100 miles, or 5 states?
No. Actually, we only moved a couple of blocks away.
Oh, but it's still the tough thing to do.
Yeah. So now we own this property, so that makes it even better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see over in chat over there on the right-hand side?
Yeah. BR, I see him.
All right. BR Wells, good morning. What's going on, my friend?
BR Wells, how you doing?
Arnold mentioned to me, 3 days ago, you said you just got it to me and you just said, Rob, I'm looking to sell some stuff. What happened to my beard? It was stolen overnight. I went to bed and I had a beard down to right here, and I woke up this morning. I don't know where it went. So. No, actually, let me tell you something. The Phillies were playing like shit last night. Excuse my French. They were playing like crap. But at the 7th inning, I got up. I went and shaved. I come back in here. My wife does not notice me. She does not notice until this morning after I wake up now. I'm serious. We go to bed together last night. She does not mention it. It does not see anything. This morning, I'm in here sitting down and she said, you shaved. I said, I didn't shave just now. I shaved last night.
Okay, in my defense, this way.
Hi, Miss Rob.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you feeling this morning?
I did not see him because I was very preoccupied. I had a presentation to do this morning, and so I was preoccupied with that. But now that I see that he's not a fuzzy face anymore, I noticed it this morning. So I just had to defend myself.
All right.
Good to see you.
All right. Everyone knows that's my wife, Darlene.
Yes.
And let's see, at the end of this month, we'll be married 12 years.
Wow, that's great.
12 years. Yeah, we met kind of later in life for me. I was 38 when I first met her. So, and I never got married until then. And B.R. Wells says, I'm still a fuzzy face. So B.R. Wells has got himself a beard. So, Arnold, what we're on here for, what would you like to show us first? Show us anything you like.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the first game is Demolition Smashdown. And this game here, the problem with me, some of the games I have, I don't play them.
Right.
In all these games, I only played maybe once or twice.
Uh-huh.
Second Season Express. Second Season Express is, of course, all these are play games.
Right.
And then with second season here, what happened with this is same thing with Second Season Express. The writing is too small for me.
Oh, okay.
So as I'm flicking through the books, it's just not an easy read.
Okay.
So I got a bigger book, which a bigger book's in this set too. The big book and the original one.
All right.
But then, and when I got the bigger book for second season, I was like, well, it's still, because to me, I like a game, and I'm sure most everybody in our community feel like this. We like a game. We don't like a lot of charts. We don't like to flip pages. We want to play our games. We want to go less charting as we can. We don't like a lot of charts. That's one reason why I like payoff pitch so much.
Right. Payoff pitch. You can get yourself like 4 little sheets you can throw to the side. And if you decide to steal, if you just on a single and get runners on base, roll one dice, and that's over with. And it's not a lot to it.
Yes.
And I love payoff pitch as well. Payoff pitch for you. You're not looking to get rid of that one. Payoff pitch.
No. The game.
What season? What season do you have payoff pitch?
I have 86 because the 86 Mets, which they're not doing good. But I'm a diehard Mets fan. So
okay, all right.
And I'm still mad that we didn't get Girardi as our manager, but that's another whole story.
Oh, you mad you didn't get who?
Joe Girardi.
Oh, well, hell, trust me. After this season, we're ready to unload his ass in Philadelphia because he is not. Boy, oh boy, this is one guy. He can have a guy out there pitching perfect for him in 6 innings, and he's like, well, he's pitched 80 pitches. He's out of there. I'm like, I'm not one of those guys. I'm one of those guys. You roll with your hot hand as long as your hot hand goes. So he's going to wear himself thin in a lot of places if he keeps pulling pitchers, especially for a bullpen that sucks as bad as the Phillies do. They are really bad. B.R. Wells says he's got payoff pitch 69 and 83.
Wow,
83. B.R. Wells, pop your team on there for us. I want to say maybe he may be a Mets fan too. I'm not sure.
Then I got History Maker, of course.
Okay, History Maker.
And let me share. I'm gonna show you the teams that I had. The original 2 teams that came with it, but I think it was.
He's an Orioles fan. Oh my goodness. That's gotta be tough.
I got fast action cards with History Maker Baseball.
Okay. And
then I got this set. This is the set that came with us, the Red Sox.
2008.
Yeah. But this is like the All-Star team.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, what team I do have, the other team I have.
Is that the Mets?
The Mets.
Yeah. I met Darryl Strawberry a few times.
No kidding, really? Darryl always been my man. And then, of course, the Yankees All-Stars.
The Yankees All-Stars 85.
Yeah.
Or is it their all-time team?
No, it's the all-time teams. All 3 of these are all-time teams.
Oh, okay.
All-time teams.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to say. Yeah, all-time
teams. So if you get to when you get then you said something about 2 Mets. How hard are they to unroll? Are they a pain in the ass to unroll the show?
No. You know what happened with the Mets? This shelf I just recently purchased behind me, I wind up just taking the bottom shelf so I could lay my mats out.
Okay.
Because I didn't really, because I have quite a few mats.
Okay.
And I even have a Glory Days boxing mat that I created.
Oh, really?
And Anthony helped me create it.
Can you show it to us?
Sure. Just give me a second.
Right. This is awesome. Now, who'd you say assisted you in creating it?
Anthony did.
Oh, okay. So Anthony knows about this. And guess what, guys? I got some other stuff that Arnold's into. Not going to bring it up yet. We'll bring it up in a little while. But Anthony, so this is not a huge one either. Not a huge mat.
Look at my Glory Days boxing mat.
Okay. Oh man, that is awesome. And you approached Anthony about it.
Yeah, I sent him an email, and I was telling him, I said, well, I want a mat meant for the game.
And
Anthony just helped me create it.
Oh my gosh.
And then then a few other people on the website was requesting it as well.
That is excellent. That is awesome. Now we know from all indications, anytime I have anything wrestling, anything, Arnold Hunter is on there. Now, Arnold, I'm not saying Arnold doesn't support the channel any other time, but boy, oh boy, if I've got wrestling coming on there, Arnold's popping on there a lot of times.
Yeah. Now,
you've got a little something going on with Tom Vogel. Tom Vogel and his computer game wrestling. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, well, I've been doing some play testing with Tom, and we was play testing AEW, and also Ring of Honor.
Okay.
So so that's gonna come out. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a free add-on, but I have a feeling it might be.
Right.
And Tom is very, very and what I didn't realize, like working with him as far as the play testing was concerned, I didn't realize how deep he goes and he really wants things perfect too,
Right.
And it's actually quite a bit of work in rating wrestlers, and I had no idea when I started this project that it was going to be that much work in rating wrestlers,
Yeah. But I'm sure after you've done it, there's a lot of satisfaction to it because then how much work. Then if something costs something, it doesn't hurt you so bad to pay it if you realize how much time and effort's been put into it up to that point.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a great game too. Wrestling's Finest PC game. The thing about that game is when you get into understanding the wrestler cards, once you understand the wrestler cards, you really can see how deep and in-depth that game is. I mean, it's really a tremendous game. Sometimes I be here on a Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna play like 3 hours on there before I know it.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, no doubt about it. You got a lot of play games you say for sale, but do you have like Red, White, Blue Racing?
Yes, that's the only play game that I'm going to keep is my Red, White, and Blue Racing.
All right,
I do like that game, and I'm not a big NASCAR fan.
Okay,
but I learned a little bit about NASCAR since I've been playing this game. Believe it or not.
Okay,
and I'm becoming like a little bit of a NASCAR fan, and slowly but surely, I'm learning a little bit more about NASCAR. But I do like the fictional set.
The scram, you like your scram sets?
Yeah.
That way you can kind of create your own who the champions are and who are the best and who are. What sets do you have of Red, White, Blue Racing?
Oh, I got the Pioneer set.
Okay.
So then I got the original set that came with it. I forgot what set that was. And then I have the scram sets.
Okay, so you've been getting the scram sets for a few years.
Yeah, I've been getting.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
And then deals from this company Clear Bags, we ordered the baggies for the sets where you can put your TV drivers and your regular driver in the clear bag.
Okay.
Have you done that yet?
I have not. No.
I have to show you. I got to show you before we leave how that works. It's really nice and so that way you can have your TV driver at the same time.
I have a Pioneer set. Arnold has a Pioneer set. And the question to Arnold, do you like the Pioneer set?
I played it once or twice, and it was great. I mean, it's fine. But I'm mainly into the fictional guys. I must admit, I'm into the fictional more than anything.
I like the Pioneer set. Okay. Do I prefer it over the 80s or 90s or the regular guys later in the career? I like the 80s set's my favorite set, right. The 80s original, because that's where I watched them all the time. Scram sets, I'm fine with the scram sets. Pioneers would be down the ladder from me. If I were going to get a brand new set and did not have a Pioneer set, but didn't have an 80s set, I'd grab an 80s set. That's me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, you guys asked me a question. I'm gonna tell you the straight truth.
Oh yeah. I've been gaming.
What other game you got that may not have anything to do with play? Maybe a strat, maybe an app.
I'm gonna show you guys a game I had since one of my very first games. I started playing board games like in 1971.
Okay,
and I started playing strat.
It's a sports game.
Yes.
It is a sports game. Okay.
Yes. And I started playing strat. And the thing about playing these board games, it helped me with my math because one of my teachers was a big baseball fan. So I was telling him about my strat games I've been playing. And he sat me down and taught me how to figure out batting averages and earned run averages right in the classroom.
And he's saying if you decide you want to sell your Pioneer set.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to. He would be interested in buying that if you want to sell it, Arnold.
I'll definitely be in touch with you. I'll email you.
Yep.
Hey,
BR, did you see all the stuff he had? And now some of the stuff he showed is not for sale. The mat for the Glory Days boxing is not for sale, but he's got 2 mats in 4 games. And he said, that's automatic.
Football, I got these track games.
Football and baseball.
But you guys recognize this game?
Oh my goodness. I missed it, Matt. Vince Lombardi's game. Wow, what year is that?
I bought this game in 1971.
Oh my!
It's a little beat up. The box is a little beat up. I taped it and everything, you know.
Well, dude, it's 50 years. It's 50 years old, but it's still in good playable shape.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! How often do you play that one now?
Not too often.
Uh-huh.
But it's a great game. I'm gonna show you the game board.
You've got a chair there like you're an iRacer. Are you an iRacer?
You know what happened? I saw this chair on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, yo, this looks like a real comfortable chair. I need a chair for gaming.
So is it comfortable?
Yes, it definitely is.
Oh, okay. Very cool, man. That game is awesome right there. Do you have any APA games?
No APA. I was never an APA fan. I remember seeing APA back in the 70s. What APA did was I was interested in APA games. So when you write them the little card and send it to them, they will actually send you a sample card in the mail. A sample baseball card in the mail. Hey, what's up, Al?
What's up, Al? Red Sox fan. Arnold. B.R. Wells did not. Did you want to show your the 2 mats that you're selling?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. He's got 2 mats. B.R. He'll show the 2 mats that he has got for sale. I do know for a fact when Arnold mails stuff to you, it's not, you don't have to worry about it. He's got it wrapped and wrapped again. Okay.
Of course, you know, this is the
Demo Derby.
Demo Derby, Matt.
Yeah, so that's with the wall right there and all, and then the blacktop and all, so you can go out there and crunch each other up. Yeah. And then the other one is a mat for
Second Season Express.
Second Season Express. They're full-size mats too, so
yeah. These mats.
So it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap for you to mail it. So you want $75, and then what? Maybe half of what you got to send as far as mailing. So if it costs you, let's say $18 to mail it, maybe $9. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, you know what? I'm not really looking to make money or nothing like that, but I just wanted, you know, of course, we want to send it to somebody that can really use it and enjoy it. So so really, when I said the $75, that included the shipping and handling. So,
okay. You know,
I'm not, because hey, look, this is a great community, man. I watch everybody's channel, you know, and I don't even I don't always comment, but I'm always watching.
You should start your own channel. You should really, you should, man. I sure will enjoy it. So B.R. Wells sounds like B.R. Wells is very, very interested. You've got his email address.
Yeah, I believe I do. Yeah.
And B.R. Wells, if you've gotten an email from Arnold, then you guys have each other's email address. Yeah. All you got to do is get get actual mailing addresses across there. If you got PayPals and stuff like that, it doesn't look like it's going to be very, very difficult to get rid of. No. That's super nice of you, Arnold, is what B.R. Wells is saying.
And then in Demolition Derby, there was another set that came out, the 2009's Tennessee Demolition Derby that came out. That's also in there. And what I did also with my demo cards and even with the History Maker Baseball, I laminated all my cards.
Oh my goodness! So everything is laminated. At Brian, what's coming on? For anybody new just coming into the channel, let me give you good news and let me give you the bad news. I'll start with the bad news. Arnold Hunter has 4 games, mats for sale. It looks like B.R. Wells has jumped at the opportunity to get it. So anybody looking to get any of his games, looks like you're pretty much out of luck. But the good news is Arnold Hunter is our guest today, and I'm hoping everybody, if you got any questions for Arnold, he is the wrestling aficionado. There's no doubt about that. Show us that 50-year-old game once more.
Yeah. Yep. My Vince Lombardi football man.
Is that that's B.R. Wells' email right yonder. Did you see it? I'm not gonna say it out loud, but check it out. Vince Lombardi's game right there, 50 years old. He says he still plays it once in a while.
Yeah. My box is a little beat up, but
hey, the box can be beat up, but if inside looks good, that is awesome, man.
I bought that game from Macy's for $8 back in 1971.
I'm gonna ask you a question. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine.
Sure.
Can I ask you how old you are?
I just turned 64 in August.
64. Okay, so you were a young sprout when you bought a lot of these games.
Oh yeah.
And that is awesome, man. Anybody, I really do appreciate people that keep their stuff when they were a kid, keep it in good enough shape, and then when they get older, have more appreciation for it. And you said you still play that game once in a while.
Yeah. And I also got the original title bout.
Oh yeah, the title bout boxing. Yeah,
the original
great game. I don't get in depth about the about the ownership of the situation, but it's a great game. Title bout 1 and title bout 2 is awesome. And Arnold, what is your dream wrestling match?
Let me tell you, I've always been a Superfly Jimmy Snuka fan. And the reason why, my very first wrestling match at the New Haven Coliseum, right? It was Superfly Jimmy Snuka and Andre the Giant versus Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper, who's my second favorite wrestler, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And Superfly got on Andre's shoulder. And you know how Superfly does that? Boom! I was turned on ever since. I've been a Superfly.
Oh, I got you. Is it Arnold's birthday?
No, August.
Oh,
his birthday was in August. Yeah.
He's already had his birthday. Yeah. Al actually put up a happy birthday, Arnold, for you.
Thank you, Al.
Yeah. What is the biggest wrestling card you ever went to that's the most famous one? WWE, whichever one that people, if you mentioned it out loud to somebody, they'd be like, oh, hell yeah, I remember that.
Well, here in New Haven, we didn't get the big matches.
Right.
Because I really started watching like in the 80s when it was WWF and WCW. But we didn't really get the big matches. The big matches went to Hartford, Connecticut, which is the state capital.
Now, have you ever went to Hartford?
No, I never went to Hartford for any matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we would get some of the other matches, but I never seen a world championship match in New Haven.
Oh, you never did?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, Don Morocco, we seen him several times defending the Intercontinental title.
Right.
But that was it.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
My biggest match, I guess it's still to this day, it's 38 years later, was Starrcade, the original Starrcade in Greensboro with the dog collar match, Ric Flair, and
Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine and Piper.
Valentine and Piper had a big match. Yeah.
That was huge. And then it was Steamboat and Youngblood against the Briscoes, Jack and Jerry Briscoe. Yeah, it went well. Yeah, it was fun. and then you go back and listen, and then you go back. I still wish I had the original ticket for Starcade #1. I think I paid $13 for $12.50 maybe, and we were on the floor. We were way down in Greensboro Coliseum, a little over an hour away from here. The one place of all, like, let's say WrestleMania, Starcades, whatever, the one or any pay-per-view ever, I wish I was at this pay-per-view or this wrestling match and seen that. Arnold, tell me that, fill in the blank.
I'm gonna tell you, if I had to go to any match, I wish I could have went to any match. Was the very first WrestleMania.
Oh, okay, WrestleMania.
I mean, WrestleMania 1. That would have been the main one. I would definitely have wanted to.
Where did they have the first one at? Was it in New York?
Yeah, the Garden, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. To me, if I could have been in any wrestling match ever, or went to them, I would have loved to have went to Battle of the Belts #2. I think it was in Orlando. Had the Road Warriors against Kevin Sullivan, Mark Lewin, and Purple Haze. And they had Blackjack Mulligan was down there. Ric Flair was down there. I mean, that was crazy. Barry Windham was there. Stan Hansen. I mean, it was just nuts, man. It was crazy stuff. Wally McDaniel. I would have loved to have been there. And that was when a hurricane was coming through. And we had a live feed of it. And this was not a pay-per-view event. We actually got a live feed of it out of North Carolina. And that night, I think maybe 15, 20 minutes of it just kind of and I didn't care. I kept watching it because I was just glued to the television. I really was. That's when wrestling would get you not only addicted to it, it would get you to where you would look in the TV guide to find out when could I find it on. Remember the old UHF channels, guys?
Yes.
Remember the old 68 and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Where you
remember the rabbit ears?
Yeah, rabbit ears. Right. And you would be looking in the TV guide to find out when wrestling was coming on, whether you even knew what type of wrestling it was or not, just so you can turn the TV on to try to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is that rabid of a fan anymore to that point.
No.
And the kids nowadays, you just kind of wish they would have known what we knew back in the days. You know, that was a lot of fun.
And with wrestling, the thing I liked the best too was being there live because the crowds were so crazy too. You know.
Yeah. I grew up on Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Me too.
Oh yeah.
Bob Caudle, David Crockett.
Mm-hmm.
They were the bomb. I would have liked to have seen San Martino defeating Buddy Rogers in under a minute in Madison Square Garden with the backbreaker. Yeah.
I never saw growing up. I never saw Bruno at all because I guess when I started matching, I guess Bruno wasn't wrestling at that point.
Right. Bruno stopped right there, early '80s, right around the 80s. Buddy Rogers, he had more conflicts with different promoters than anybody I ever knew. He really had conflicts. That was the one difference between he and Ric Flair. You know, both of them nature boys and this and that and the other, both of them world champions. Ric Flair could go into a territory. He could go into St. Louis or go into Florida, go into Texas and make somebody else look like $1 million, escape with his life, escape just by that much, get under the ropes and run. He would have his belt and make the other guy look like $1 million. You don't see that stuff. You don't see that going on much anymore.
No.
Now, that's when it was fun. Big Cat Ernie Ladd, Baron Von Raschke, Ivan Koloff. Ivan Koloff was underrated. He was a WWF champion. He won that title one time. Flair, Jones, Weaver, Superstar Graham, Harley Race. Yeah. I have been there.
Hey, Keith, how you doing?
I've been there with the rabbit ears, trying to get St. Joe's Friday night cards, watching through the fuzz. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. That's when it was a lot of fun. I mean, how many people in our crowd, and I've already asked Arnold, how many people in our crowd now, if you know WWE is coming on at 8:00, you're at the TV at 7:50. Or if you know that AEW is coming on at 8:00, you're at the TV at 7:50. Or Ring of Honor is coming on at 8:00, you're there at 7:50. I doubt very many of us is like that anymore. Were you like that, Arnold, back in the day when you knew the wrestling was going to be on, that you didn't even want to walk away and go to the refrigerator and fear you might miss something?
Oh yeah, and then I was sometimes set my VCR too, to record. I always have my VCR ready to go.
Yeah. Brian says race was my favorite. That makes sense. He was from Kansas City, right? Or was he from St. Louis? He was from Missouri anyway. In the late 60s, he was a great heel in Kansas City. Yeah, he was. Rob, I mentioned Clinton Portis the other day. Now he's in trouble. Yeah, you're exactly right.
What happened with him?
Clinton Portis was in a Ponzi scheme with two other guys.
Oh, man.
And now it's looking like he may be behind bars for a while. He could definitely be. Bleacher Bums, Gaiman Anthony. And hey, pull it back out, Arnold. Show us.
I was gonna say to Anthony. I was telling the guys about the game mat he helped me make.
Yeah, show us that mat again, guys. This is one Anthony and Arnold collaborated on. Okay, they collaborated on this mat for Glory Days Boxing. I had no idea about this before we went live, and Arnold went and collaborated with him. And check it out. This is a mat. This is not a little small mat either, guys. This is a big mat.
It's full size mat.
Full size, and then it's got all the stuff there underneath. It's got and then the point system. You get the points. Slide on across there. You get the points for the blue and the red, and cut charts, knockout charts, knockdown charts, and the clock underneath there. Yeah, that is awesome. That is very cool. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you, I love Glory Days Boxing, man. I sometimes, because I was never a guy that was a fan of the lower weight classifications. Because once I got the lightweight and junior lightweight, after that, I didn't really watch many of the other fighters, the lower weight guys. But I still order all those sets because I love the game so much. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like I'm gonna be missing something if I don't get it. And
hey man, I tell you what, Anthony. One thing about it, I don't know anybody online that's in our community or anywhere around that can dial into a boxer and know more about. I mean, if you wanted to know about a boxer, let's just say you just pick a name out of a hat and you get in touch with Anthony about it. Anthony doesn't have to Google it. Anthony does not have to look it up and wonder what's going on. He can say, all right, well, this guy was born in Texas. This guy was born in poverty. This guy could not read. This guy learned his craft from boxing. And then the next thing you know, he became a millionaire, got married, became a school teacher, whatever. And I mean, he can just run down and tell you a story about each person.
Oh, yeah.
That is impressive. When you're buying 100-card set.
Oh yeah.
And he can give you a rundown of each one of the 100 guys.
Oh yeah,
that's very, very impressive.
In fact, I made my own Glory Days boxing box for the games. I'll show it to you.
All right, great, wonderful. Man, my man Arnold here has got some stuff going on here. He's got his own box now for it. So let's see what.
Yeah. So I created my own Glory Days boxing box, and then
you had to have more space.
And then I got my book where I keep all the score sheets at.
Okay.
And then some other stuff, and then
what's that? What's that under the cover? What is that right there? Right there where your hand is.
Oh.
No. I'm talking about right up under the cover of the box. Right there. It's like a schedule or something.
No. That's all the cards, and also got the female set too that I printed and laminated.
Oh, okay. It looks like maybe something like something that would have been posted on a post or something. Yeah,
Oh,
right
that,
there. That. Yeah.
That was on the website. I just printed it up and added it
Oh,
to my
okay.
box. Yeah. And then of course, dice strategy cards.
Oh, yeah.
So this box got some weight to it, actually.
Boy, there's no doubt about it, man. My goodness. Look, yeah, you got 15 stacks of cards there. It's awesome. Arnold has shown this 3 times for me. And I promise Arnold, it's going to be the last time I ask you to show it. 50-year-old game. He says he still plays it once in a while. He still plays it. We get new people in here. I want them to see this game right here. I am impressed by it. Had you already put it back up?
No, I just want to show you.
Want to show us another one? Okay.
Yeah. Now this is another box I made.
Oh, okay.
For Fast Drive Football. Have you tried that yet?
I have not.
So what I did was, Fast Drive Football, and one things I do, Rob, is I laminate my cards.
Yeah. Do you have your own laminator at your house?
Well, yeah, I bought a cheap laminator from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And so I wound up laminating my cards, cutting them. Turn on the game or something, cut the cards. But this is my game I bought in 1971.
1971, guys. 50 years old. He bought it. How old were you in 1971?
Oh man. Hey, well, I was a teen. I probably just had a little summer job.
Okay.
So I was early teens, maybe.
Do you know how much you paid for the game?
I think I paid $8 and change for this game from Macy's.
Vince Lombardi's game. He said the box is a little rough, but for 50 years old, the box looks great. And then he still plays the game. He had it out a little while ago, and I was like, oh my goodness. So that is some awesome stuff.
But what's funny? I can't get my kids into playing these games. My kids are not interested in it.
Are they all video game freaks?
My son.
I don't mean when I say freaks. When I say that,
no, I know what you mean.
all kids nowadays don't have the appreciation to play a game. They actually have to sit down and play for a little bit. What I'm saying is, most all of them like this stuff where touch, feel, and go.
Yeah. I don't play video games. I don't have the hand-eye coordination.
Oh, okay. We need a video of the gameplay, Arnold, of that. On
the Vince Lombardi?
Yeah, the Vince Lombardi game. I'm telling you, man, you have got yourself a channel right there ready to start. If you start a Vince Lombardi season or something like that. The reason we came on here to start with, looks like B.R. Wells has everything in hand. Arnold has, you said, let's see, some of the games that you're selling.
History Maker Baseball,
and
Second Season Express, and Second Season,
and
Demo Smashdown,
and then 2 mats.
And the 2 mats.
Yep. Now, let's just say, for instance, B.R. Wells did not buy everything you've got.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to put you on the spot, but let's just say you had Second Season Express along with a mat. Do you know what you would want for each individual game if you're looking to sell it? You got to be looking out for your shipping too when you're shipping 4 different boxes or whatever.
Well, the price is negotiable. Anybody interested, just shoot me an email and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Shoot me an email, we'll talk about it. Because like I said, I just want to send out somebody that'll enjoy it. I don't hardly play these games very much.
Okay. John Wise just put up how much for the History Maker Baseball. Is it the main game or season?
It's the main game. It comes with the 2 original teams plus 3 all-time teams that I purchased.
The Red Sox, the Mets, and the Yankees.
Yes.
Right. All-time teams along with 2
Two of the original teams that came with the game.
To the original teams that come with the game.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good stack of all-time Red Sox, all-time Yankees, and all-time Mets.
Yes.
And if the Mets are a
I
little
think it was
more
30 players on the team, I believe.
if the Mets are a little more worn down than the rest, it's because Arnold is a Mets fan. So that's cool.
But you know the crazy thing, Rob, is I laminated those cards so they don't wear down.
Oh, okay. You got me there. Right down there, and you see where it says "post" as a comment down there. Throw your email address on there if you want to. If you want to type it out to them, it's down there. Do you see way down the bottom right, down there where it says chat? Down below
you, Mike, share, leave studio.
Okay. Is it okay if I post your email now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me do that real quick. I didn't want to say it out loud. That way we won't have to worry about anybody sending stuff to you. And I've got to make sure. Let's see. First off, okay, here we go. Get this down, guys. If you're interested in any of the stuff you just saw, and I don't think he's looking to getting rid of this 50-year-old game. So, but that's something you'll have to work out with him. But I'm glad he showed it off. I am so glad he did. There we go, right there. That's the email address to Arnold Hunter. You can email him. Arnold, you say everything's negotiable. Arnold admitted a little while ago he's not looking to make an arm and a leg with anybody. He just wants to see it go to a good home. Yeah. And
it looked like BR wants everything. So let's see.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though, guys. Don't give up on things because there's a chance BR may buy 2, 3, most of the stuff and not buy everything. And it might be what you're wanting, may not be what BR wants. And I'm not trying to underpull anything out of under BR Wells' hands, but I'm just saying, write down the email address, and I'm sure it's easier for Arnold if he could just pack everything up together and send it out. Correct?
Yeah.
It would be a lot easier for him. So definitely write down Arnold's address, his email address right there. And he is going to sell all of that. What'd you say? The bundle price $75?
Yeah.
All of it at one time.
Yeah.
That's 2 Mets too, guys. Mets are not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Right. John laughed about it. He said, "You're not looking for an arm and a leg, just an arm." He didn't smile about it. So Arnold, how about traveling? Do you do a lot of travel? Do you go a lot of places here, there, and everywhere, or do you just pretty much stay close to home?
I pretty much stay home. I just recently retired.
Okay.
Because I worked 20 years in dialysis. I was a biomed tech in dialysis for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
And so, working in the medical field was fun. I'm just glad I wasn't there when it was COVID time, so I didn't have to be there during that. So, but I do work part-time. I got a little part-time security job at Yale University Art Gallery.
Oh, wow.
And believe me, that's a real interesting job doing security there, man. And there's so many celebrities that will come through there.
Wow. Most famous person you've seen at the art gallery is
Denzel Washington came there one time.
Oh,
Steve Martin.
Wow.
Jodie Foster.
Okay.
And there was another actor there. The actor from Scarface was there. He played the cop in Scarface, and Scarface shot him. He was the dirty cop in Scarface. I forgot what his name was, but he was there one time.
Okay.
And one day we was there, so we get a call on the radio because we don't allow book bags in the art gallery.
Right.
So we get a call on the radio, and they were like, "We got a very VIP person coming through. Let them keep the book bags." So I seen the security guys come in. It was Secret Service because you can tell them right away. And it was Obama's daughter.
Oh.
She was considering Yale. I think she wanted to go into Princeton.
Oh, right. I
Yeah.
think she went out west somewhere. No,
Yeah.
no. Did she go to Princeton or did she go to Stanford?
I'm not sure. I thought it was Princeton. It could have been.
You may be right, man. I tell you what. Yeah. So you've done a lot of good for the world over the years doing what you've been doing, man. Oh man.
Yeah. Yes, the guy he shot right in the stomach.
Yeah. Keith's with us too. John Wise, B.R. Wells. If you're out there and we haven't given a shout out to you, I know Al Red Sox fan was here. Bleacher Bums Gaming was here. I don't know who all's here with us right now, but definitely.
I just want to say to John that going through dialysis is tough for the patients. They are there 3 days a week, 4 hours a pop, and we get to know those people like they're our family. They're there 3 days a week. They know us, and we get a chance to talk to the people, and we know some of their families when they come and pick people up, and it's something.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, NFL. Are you big into the NFL now?
Yes, I am, and I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, how about this? This week I had Keith White on, and he and I did our preseason picks.
I saw that, yeah.
How about week 2, I get Arnold Hunter on here, and we'll do our week 2 picks. How's that?
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Sounds good. Steelers week 1, they've got who they playing this week?
Buffalo?
I think so. I think it is. I think it's in Buffalo too. Your unbiased opinion. Who's going to win it game 1?
I wouldn't be surprised if we lose the game, but I know we got a lot of young players on that defense. We had lost Mika Fitzpatrick,
right?
So we could not sign him, but we lost our center, Pouncey, because Pouncey stayed hurt all the time.
Right.
So
Marquise Pouncey.
Yes. So we got a couple of
the other kid. Wasn't he a linebacker?
T.J. Watt.
No, the other kid you were talking about.
Fitzpatrick.
Wasn't he a linebacker?
Yes, Mika Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
Yes. T.J. Watt, he's a beast.
Oh, yeah. Well, he gone through a little contract problem now. He wants the new deal.
Yeah. So I tell you, man, we will definitely get together.
Oh, they're definitely
for week 2, and anybody else that they're interested in getting together with us, we could have 3-4 people on here on StreamYard at one time. Do you keep up with college football?
Yes, I do. I do watch college football. I really do. I watch because I don't really do much now since I really don't work much. I probably work maybe 8 hours a week. Okay.
Who's your college football team? If
I don't have a favorite college football team.
You don't have a favorite?
No. But I kind of get away from watching like some of the big schools because to me those schools are football factories, man. So I watch like ESPN show some of the other conferences. Yeah. I'm tired of watching Clemson and Alabama.
Some of that Division III stuff.
Yeah.
They get some guys through that are every bit as good. They're just not known.
Yes.
Yeah. Charles Haley, 6-time Super Bowl champion, played at James Madison University, an hour and a half, about 2 hour ride up the road from here. A small school, but I tell you, you can find talent at some of these schools.
Oh, absolutely,
if you look for it, you can find it.
There was a scout for the Steelers. His name I can't think of right now. I must be getting old. I can't remember names like I used to. But he went into Hall of Fame for drafting some of the guys from the 70s Steeler teams from small schools.
Right.
Nobody heard of him.
Just went to the Hall of Fame just for drafting some of the great players.
Yes.
But guess what?
No big schools.
Didn't need to be because look at what they came through with in the 70s. Didn't they win 4 titles? 3
4
titles?
out of 6. 4 titles out of 6 years.
Yeah. They won it. So somebody, and that was before free agency. The 2 bad words out there, free agency.
Yeah.
Before all that started, or right around the time it started. So John Wise said, I'll also join you for football picks for NFL.
Oh, great.
Cool, John. stay in touch with me and Arnold, and we'll try to set up a time where we can have all three of us that it works out for us. It can be during the day. It can be not so late in the evening, maybe. And we'll throw an hour out there next week for week 2 selections. Good luck with Pittsburgh.
Oh, definitely so. Hey, I just like to say to Rob and everybody in the chat and everything, man, you know what? I love this community, man. You know, I started playing games, man, before we even had all of this. And to me, this is like heaven because I have so many channels that I watch. And sometimes I spend the whole day watching YouTube that's going from different channel to channel, you know, and I watch what this person is playing and that person is playing. And sometimes I get ideas for different things too, you know.
Do you ever root for a team when you're watching it? When you're watching somebody? Do you ever get in that, like, Rob, can you roll a good one for Pete Alonso?
Hey, listen, whoever using the Steelers, I root for the Steelers no matter what.
And how about the Mets?
And the Mets.
All right. That's wonderful, man. I'll tell you
because
what.
There's a guy who's a big Mets fan, CD Cards and Dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big Mets fan too. So I'll be watching a lot of his channel.
How would you grade Tomlin as a coach?
I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely grade him as at least a 7.
You know what? I'd give him a 9. And then I think Keith was putting that out there for me because he put out there, how would you grade Tomlin as a coach versus Rivera?
You know what? I'm not a big Rivera fan.
I hate Rivera. I cannot get rid of him quick enough. I'm a Washington fan.
Yeah, okay.
Tomlin, I'd give a 9. Rivera, throw him in reverse and send him down the river. 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I am not a Rivera fan. I don't mind a coach that is defensive minded, but you cannot be closed-faced to the stuff that goes on the offensive side of football. He has no clue what's going on the offensive side of football. Yes. I don't like it. Defensive coach, great, but Tomlin comes out publicly. And if somebody does something that's detrimental to the team, he does not care who you are. He doesn't care what clique you're with. He will call you out and say, guess what? Your ass is either off the team, you're going to pay a fine, or you're going to be suspended a week, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I have all the respect in the world for Mike Tomlin.
And you see how he did Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell? See, the thing I like about Tomlin is the fact that Tomlin is a player's coach, but he's also a no-nonsense coach.
Exactly.
You know, he don't take no nonsense, man. You know, so he's.
And on top of everything, if you do not show on the field, your ass will not be on the field. You're going to be on the sideline. That's the be all and end all right there. And there's only a few coaches like it because a lot of them have their favorites, and that's just not it. That's just not the way he plays. Now I think he's got a little small spot in his heart for Roethlisberger.
For Ben, yeah.
Roethlisberger's taken him to the promised land twice too.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys on this team hadn't been there that time, and he's getting older for it. There's no doubt about it.
I think Ben is one of 2 quarterbacks that got multiple Super Bowls. I think him and Brady's the only guys now.
Who is that?
Ben and Brady, only guys that got multiple Super Bowl wins.
Or
been there twice. You know.
Well, yeah, that is one Super Bowl twice.
Yeah, one Super Bowl twice.
As far as starters, right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Eli Manning was 1 too, but Eli's retired. So
right, Eli and his brother. Yeah. I called Eli cousin Doofus. Yeah. Are you a Giant? You're not a Giants fan.
No, I'm not a Giants fan, but I do watch the Giants. We so close to them.
You're right. Yeah. Because
stadium is
without the 2 Super Bowl wins, he wouldn't be considered a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Because he won and lost the same amount of games in his career, which is crazy. Yeah. But he won those 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots. I think that gets him into the Hall of Fame. What do you think?
I think so too. I think he is too.
I think he will.
The thing with Eli, what made Eli so successful is Eli had the perfect attitude for New York. Right. You know what I mean? Nothing really seemed to shake him up. Right. Even when the press talked bad about him, when Eli always had the same mentality. He was always the same.
Kind of like a duck. If you pour water on his back, he just kind of rubs it off and just keeps going.
Yes.
He didn't show it if it bothered him.
Yes, he did not show it.
And that's not a lot of the players in New York nowadays. Yeah. A lot of them are flying off the hook. It's not getting them anywhere, especially with a couple of those kids for the Mets right now. They're just going nuts. Will Nick Foles get another ring, says Keith White. Well, the problem with Nick Foles is people don't look at him as a starting quarterback anywhere he goes. Everybody will put him on the bench. I'm not going to say he won't win another ring, but I don't think he'll be a starting quarterback on a Super Bowl team. Arnold, what do you think?
Well, Nick Foles basically is not the long-term answer in Chicago. It's only a matter of time before they're going to put the kid in the game. But they did. I think they announced Nick Foles as the starter.
No. They have the other guys starting for him. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
I'm sorry, I got them two mixed up. Yeah, right. It's Andy Dalton. Yeah,
he's starting week 1 for Chicago. So
yeah.
Foles right now. I'm not sure if Foles is still in the Chicago fold of things, or if he's out there somewhere waiting to go somewhere else. But I'm like this. Foles is a lot like some of these other quarterbacks that is just going from team to team to team to team. It's like a Band-Aid. And it's like somebody's just did an operation like he did on my arm right there years ago. And you're trying to put a Band-Aid on it. It just does not work. I mean, he's got to, the only way he can win another Super Bowl is somebody takes him serious enough to make him their number one quarterback and don't throw somebody right behind him he's looking over his shoulders all the time. That's the only chance.
Did he play Chicago last year?
He played in Chicago last year.
Yeah, okay. That's why I still haven't. Right. That's what I was thinking.
He's been different places. He's been shipped here and there. I still don't know what they're going to do down in Houston, but that's a train wreck down there. That's just Especially
there's so many rumors going on down there too, man. I mean, there was rumors that that the lawyer who for those women is a neighbor of the owner of the Texans. I mean, there's a bunch of rumors going down. Wow. I mean, it's crazy. You know, so some people actually think that the owner is setting him up for all this. So, it's just so many rumors going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And now Trevor Bauer, as of a week ago, has been released that he may never play again.
Wow.
He may never play again. This guy has not even been charged with a crime.
Yeah.
And he's been sitting on the sideline for over 30 days now. And now he may not ever play again. There's got to be some fire where that smoke is because, number one, let me tell you right now, if you're going to take Rob's job or you're going to take something from me, I'm going to scream from the highest mountain point, and somebody's going to hear me talking. I am going to find me some sort of way. I'm going to find a news source or something that's going to have my face on it, that's going to let me say what I got to say, and I'm not going to sit back and let somebody talk bad about me. This guy has taken it. He's just went with it. Yeah, he's getting paid, but man, how could this not be partially true? Because somebody's talking about Arnold Hunter. Is Arnold not going to step forward and say, guess what? I'm not going to put up with this garbage because it's not true.
Right.
Ain't that the way you'd be?
Yes. Yell from the mountaintop. I'm innocent.
Right. Yeah, I'm innocent. I didn't do this. I want to see the proof. And guess what? Until I see the proof, time for people to shut up. We've heard none of this. Heard none of this. So you got to wonder where some of this may be the truth there. It's sad, dude.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, my friend, for being on here with me today.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. And it's like I said, man, this is a great community. We got a lot of great people, man. And and it's tremendous, man. I really enjoy it.
Once again, if you are interested in any of Arnold's items that he showed earlier, he wants a bundle. He's looking to sell it all as a bundle for $75. If he can't do that, I'm sure he will work with different people and find out, and work out deals with you. The email is up. If you just scroll up just a little ways there, you'll see the email. I posted it on there myself. It was the only post I made. Thank you, sir. Thank
Rob,
you.
do you remember when you sent me some title bout cards? Must have been last year. Do you remember that?
I don't know. Were they any good, or were they no good? Or
well, they was for title bout 2.
Uh-oh.
And you had said that you had the cards, but you didn't have the games. You had sent me the cards for free. And that was the first time you and I actually connected,
Oh, okay. So they didn't do you any good then.
Well, I did have title bout 2. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because what happened once I discovered Glory Days boxing, man, it was like everything else really didn't compare to me because I wasn't playing those games anymore.
You got to push that one back because I don't have room for my Glory Days if I don't push that out the way enough. Big shout outs to Payoff Pitch. Big shout outs to Play.com. We play them all, but hey, look, we play them and play them and play them, and then eventually we want to see them in somebody else's hands where somebody else is going to be playing them too. So it's definitely when you hear us talk about Strat, you hear us talk about any of these games we're talking about, we're definitely supporting all these communities, and we want you guys to know it too. Play.com, Stratomatic, definitely. Payoff Pitch Baseball, Tom Vogel's Wrestling. Arnold's got a big part in that going on right now. He's been doing it for about 6 months. He's working hand in hand with Tom Vogel. They're going to have a big release coming out eventually. Be looking forward to that. And Glory Days Boxing, me and Arnold both support that to a T. You guys have a great, great rest of your day. Me and Arnold will be back along, I hope, with John Wise next week.
Oh, yes, we can.
For our week 2
picks,
NFL picks. I'm going to say goodbye. Arnold's going to say goodbye. And until we see you again, y'all have a great, great day. Bye-bye.